I think we should just normalize leaving at the first sign of disrespect. Full stop.
I love when I'm having a conversation with a guy and I'm like, where is he looking? Like his eyes aren't like looking into my eyes and they're just like pointed down there. He's like,
inside my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow.
And if you're wondering what's wrong with you and why you and that man didn't work out, it's because you're not stupid enough. Okay, honey? You have too much self-worth, you're too smart, you don't play those stupid games, and you're not dumb enough for him.
If a man calls you for help, he has no intention of being with you, okay? Because for the woman that they want to be with, they would never want to seem incapable.
Now, reality can be whatever I want.
And one thing about men, they don't care about ruining your life. They'll do that over and over and over again. Do they have no remorse? When does it end?
Don't let no man ever tell you that other men isn't gonna want you because you have kids. Like, that's some crazy ass that men like to do or like to say just to try to put you down. But that shit's crazy because, baby, as a MILF, you get way more attention than you do as a single girl with no kids.
When's the last time you had?
Last night.
Was it with a boyfriend or just?
Yeah, it was with a boyfriend.
It was with your boyfriend?
It was my boyfriend. He's still not my type, I would say.
Your boyfriend's not your type?
He's tall and blonde. We are a great couple, I agree, but he's tall and blonde, that's not my type.
Smash or pass me?
On you?
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah. Let me get your number.
I'm gonna get roasted for this, but I need you guys to hear me out. Like, it may be easy to judge this girl, but I actually know her. In fact, she's in my house right now, and she's not as bad as you guys think she is. She's actually pretty chill. I mean, she just sits there quietly all day. She even has a little friend.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
You don't take child support payments from him, do you?
Yes, he leaves them there.
Blocking on Venmo?
He should. That makes it so much easier on him to just Venmo me instead of going to the bank. He's doing everything the easiest that it can possibly be done for Chase, and he's done that the whole time we've been together.
Why would you not want it to be easy if he's going to send you money? Why would you not want that to be easy for him?
Because it takes one more thing off of Chase that he has to do.
Gates County Sheriff's Office, North Carolina State Highway Patrol, and the Hertford County Sheriff's Office are all responding. They're asking drivers to avoid Route 13 South and Barfield Road for now. We'll let you know when the road is clear again.
Hold on, let me rewind this.
Responding. They're asking drivers to avoid Route 13 South and Barfield Road for now. We'll let you know when the road is clear again.
I hate how this is being treated like a gotcha moment. There are going to be exceptions to the rule. I mean, people would argue that she's very beautiful. Not only that, but I've noticed a lot of it comes down to your attitude. You are going to struggle as you age to date. That's just fact. And some men prefer younger women, and that's valid in itself. But I mean, as you age, you can still have personality traits that make you attractive overall. I don't know anything about her, but in general, I know women in their 40s, 50s, 60s who have beautiful personalities. They've maybe had some rough relationships, yes, or overall kind of a difficult life. But instead of becoming bitter and angry and overall dreadful to be around, they've worked on themselves. They're loving, they're nurturing, and very giving, and those women don't have as much trouble dating. It's still harder than it was in their 20s though. But also a big reason why you're told that when you're a younger woman is to take your dating life seriously. Because it can be harder to untangle things or create a new relationship when you're older. Because you gotta figure out how to move things around or how to make it work. And that gets complicated. And then also you have some women out there who are mistreating men, who are out clubbing every weekend. They aren't growing as people. And as a result, they fall behind. And it's obvious what they were doing the past with their 20s.
Put some clothes on, respect yourself. Put some clothes on, disgusting. Put some clothes on. You guys need a longer dress, it's like too silly. Put some clothes on, put some clothes on, respect yourself as a woman. Stop disrespecting your body, be modest. Put some pants on. You too, what the is this? All right, we're on Rainback Crossing. Let's go. Bro, frosted chicken, cash out, let's go. Respect yourself as a woman. Put some clothes on. She pulled her shorts down. Hey, respect yourselves. Put some clothes on. Step on the scale, it's in front of you. No one wants to see that. Hey, put some clothes on. Respect yourself. Put a top on. No one wants to see that.
I think the reason why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid. They don't want love.
Oh.
They got 4 or 5 people. They got 4 or 5 people because they got more than 4 or 5 bills. And I think as long as we're in this transactional era of time, it's never going to be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
You know,
it's the truth. You know, honestly, we live in a era.
Wow.
So you admit that men are systemically the issue when you...
Marlon Brando was reborn as a TikTok feminist with a maxi pad on her head. You come into my home and you tell me that men are not the problem. You disrespect my family. So this absolute cartoon says several things. Number one, if you complain about women having daddy issues, it means that you admit that men are the problem, systemically, which is leftist for super duper no backsies. And then she says moving on, like we're just done here. So let's slow down a second. Is it that men are the problem, or is it that we live in an intersystemic system of reciprocal nodes of consciousness where men and women influence each other infinitely, and the men causing these problems to girls could be having those problems caused by other women? Nah, it's just men.
You're the dirty one. You're the dirty one.
And then she says if body count decreases female value, that means that men have negative value. Where have I heard that before? Oh, that's right, I drew you a picture of it with a crayon. Men generally don't want women when someone else is done with them, so just give that one a big old check. And then, well, that's all she says, which is disappointing because this is great.
Women are not the problem. You are dirty.
You don't even have to make fun of them, they do it themselves. I mean, I did, but you don't have to.
How do you guys not see the irony in all this?
He needs to be obsessed with you. No. That's how you end up on the news. That's how you get your face on a missing poster stapled to a tree. That's how you get a search party. I think a healthy level of interest is let's keep it there. And we need to put the negative connotation back into the word obsessed. A man who is obsessed with me is a man that I fear. You're telling me that you want him to be so preoccupied with you that it dominates his thoughts, behavior, and emotions beyond reason and self-control? Some of you have not watched enough true crime, and it shows. Knock it off.
What's wild is that for years people were telling women, close your legs. Don't be close your legs. No one will respect you. Close your legs. Okay, well now in the year of our Lord 2026, women have in fact closed their legs, and you're what? Upset about it. Now you're upset about it. Women are like, I don't want to date men at all, and everyone's upset about that. Pick a lane, my friend. Which one was it? Which one was it? The problem with being legs open before, legs closed. What? Getting jobs, being independent, owning property. No man now. I don't know, guys. Feels like this one's on you.
Did you make chicken parmesan out of dino nuggets?
Yeah. What?
Why would you do that?
I thought about it, but I was like, I'll get the ring. Then I was like, you know what? They're probably out. So I just went right to
They're
these.
probably out. Mm-hmm. That's right. Did you check for anything else? I don't...
No, because I didn't want to waste time going all the way back and forth, back and forth.
Why would you make...
Babe, because it's way good. Look how fun dinner is.
I don't... Okay. Great. Can't wait to eat my dino nugget chicken parmesan.
That man is not the red flag, but his wife is, because he is the one that took the time and effort to go to the store, to plan dinner, and then to make dinner. But that man got the opposite of appreciation. Instead, he got a lot of complaining. But as if that isn't enough, she actually started berating him about how he came to the decision to make dino nuggies with cheese. And let me just say that man, he kept his cool, because there's a lot of people that wouldn't be able to keep their cool. He very obviously obviously has some thick skin, and it's probably some sort of coping mechanism that he has developed over time. But even with that, he still tries to tell her what he expected from her or what he needs from her, which is just a simple thank you or this looks good. Heck, he would probably just take a smile or laugh at this point. What's so frustrating is that this is a very real situation that a lot of people go through. And just because that man has a thick skin, it doesn't mean that it's right for you to push the limits of that time and time again.
You know, when men were single and struggling, it was just life. Figure it out. Man up. But now that women are experiencing the same thing, that was a crisis. Now we got to fix it. Now we need articles and studies and panels talking about it. Where was all of that energy when it was the man? Y'all continue to tell men, deal with it. So now you got to deal with it. You're a strong, independent woman, right? You don't need no man, right? Deal with it.
Ladies, we really got to stop asking our husbands random questions, because I asked my husband last night, I was like, yo, you would leave me if I cheated on you, right? Leave you? I'm not gonna leave you. I'm gonna make your life a living. Whose life? My life? You could just leave me. You could just leave me. You could just leave.
6 figures, 6-pack, 6 feet. That's what they all want. But you're not qualified for a man like that. Just because you're beautiful, that's not a qualification. There's a million of yous. And last time I checked, men of that caliber are 0.001%. Beauty is everywhere, especially us living in Miami. So it's like, if you're just bringing to the table, you're beautiful and you can cook and you can clean, that's not enough. So I want to see what you're offering for 40, 50K. If you're offering your womb, kids, being a wife, staying home, maybe giving up your career to raise his children, 100%, then I agree. But if you're just coming, you don't even know the guy, you're not even talking about what you're willing to give, and you want 40, 50K, you can kick rocks.
Who is actively pursuing you to be their wife?
I got options.
Who is actively pursuing you to be their wife?
I got options.
No, that would be a fiance. See, this is where the truth comes in. Man, you don't have these kind of options. Then you wouldn't be here. If you actually had options, the kind and caliber of men that you want, then they were really considering you to be their wife, you wouldn't be here right now. You're a baby mama of 2.
Mm-hmm.
And are you telling me you're dating someone seriously?
Yeah, I always have options.
I'm going to ask you one more time, and if you are vague, I'm going to bid you a good night. Are you dating someone seriously?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been seeing one another?
It's been like 2 years.
2 years. Has he expressed any desire to make you his wife?
Yes.
Has he taken you ring shopping in the last 2 years?
We've been ring shopping, yeah.
When?
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
It just doesn't feel like someone I want to be with forever.
Are you telling me you are seeing someone, the man who's actively considering you is the man you want to be with? And you said, I've got options. What it is it's hard for you to deal with the truth. What it is one, you don't have a man that you want considering you to be his wife. You got a man that you don't want who sounds like he would take you, but you don't want to marry him. That's why it's been 2 years.
One of the lowest things you can do for yourself as a woman is tell yourself you're just going to sit around and wait for a rich husband to pick you up. First of all, wealthy people do not date out of their circle. They date people that they knew since childhood or they met in college. Second of all, why not do that for yourself? Are your dreams and standards so low that you have to sit and wait for Prince Charming? What are we doing? You got this phone in your hand. You can do all the research you need. You don't need to start an OnlyFans, but you need to work. You need to do something. If you use your brain as a woman, you become unstoppable. Do you understand that? A woman with finance on her side cannot be stopped. So I hope after this video, you stop making stupid choices.
Cause my is too good. This is grade A. This is 5-star right here.
That shit good though.
Okay then. What
That
is
shit taste good.
Cookie?
Yes.
What it
So I
taste
feel
like?
what you're coming from.
What it tastes like? Wagyu?
Quick question to you. Yes, my yo. What does quality cootie cat really taste like for real? Dumplings, a good peach cobbler, or 2-day-old seafood boil remnants? You tell me, then let's fight about it in the comments below. With Yo Ham Hock scoffing.
Might shot the beat in October on my gas. Yesterday is gone, this is all ready to pass. It's summer's body dropping it, no, don't think I'm my last. Look, my.
Being the single friend when you're in your 30s feels like when the server brought out everybody else's food except for yours. And at first there's no reason to panic because you're like, I'm gonna wait. Mine is coming very soon. I know it. And then it doesn't come. People are like, well, maybe what you ordered is too complicated. And it's just like the human equivalent of a salad. I looked at the menu carefully. Some of these items were kind of expensive and didn't seem worth it. Like, I know the salad was a good choice because the only time it didn't work out for me was when like the chicken was undercooked. Timing was off. Right salad, wrong time. So you're just sitting there while everybody else is eating and you're like, okay. I'm pretty sure I followed all the rules. I sat down, they asked what I wanted, I said this. Everyone did the same, theirs showed up. And I guess I'm going home with a coupon.
Y'all ever notice how ugly hang out with ugly, fat hang out with fat? You cannot convince me that men don't choose their friends based off of how they look.
Shit, you got a point. But shit, this is why I f*** you up at. Name a time you seen a whole group of fat. You can't. Because a group of straight fat don't exist. Every group of gotta have at least one fat. It can't be more than one fat in a friend group or there's gonna be beef. Now I ain't just talking about no food. From my entire goddamn life, every friend group I had one fat. They was cool, you feel me? All the fat was cool with each other. Friend groups would be cool with each other. But you ain't gonna have, in your immediate friend group, you're not gonna have more than just one fat, you feel me? And if your friend group don't got at least one fat in it, it's not valid, my nigga.
You know, a lot of these modern women for years been cracking jokes. For years been cracking jokes, man. Men are trash. Men ain't this. Men ain't that. Everybody laughing and kikiing. But them jokes don't hit the same way they do today, now do they? Because now, the same men that y'all were clowning are gone. Went overseas, went and found somebody else, got you up out of his face, checked out, and suddenly it ain't that funny. Now is it? Suddenly, all those quote unquote trash men, now y'all want them back. It's crazy how that works.
He texted me from the pharmacy today to ask when our daughter's birthday is.
If you are a new mom, let me give you the single best piece of advice you will get regarding your husband. Don't answer stupid questions like that. Do not solve that problem for him. Men need to flounder. They need to struggle in parenthood just like you are. You're figuring out all of it for yourself. You're solving all of your own problems. Let them solve their own stupid problems. They need to find a sense of self and a sense of agency as a father, and they will not do that if you are solving every problem and you are coming in to save the day every 5 seconds. You need to let them flounder so they can figure out how to do things in their own way. They need to know that they have to know their child's birth date because that's going to be important in medical environments when they're filling out paperwork. And they won't unless you make them. And you make them by sitting on your hands and not answering stupid questions like that. And then you'll have a real partner.
But if you right now, currently, are sleeping with 5 different men, 4 different men, doesn't matter because it's happening every single day. If right now that is your reality, I promise you, right now, you're not gonna run into the man that just can't wait to wife you. That's not realistic. It's not even almost realistic. You won't even know how to act when a good man comes onto your radar because you move and shake like a Jezebel. And as long as you're doing that, you will attract the men that treat you as such. And you will sabotage any man that actually treats you like a wife because you don't know the treatment. It's like Brock said, he's like, women that have never had doors open for them, they don't know to move over, get out of the way. You step to the left. You literally step to the left when you walk up to it. You stop walking and you step to the left. So that man can open the door with his right hand and you then walk out. You, if you've never had that experience, then you would hear the thing of, yeah, man's supposed to open my door, and you'll just stop in front of the door. Awkward. No one ever told them, if you sleep with a bunch of men, you are damaging the odds of having a good man in the future. Now, maybe if it was 10 plus years ago, there's a chance.
The gym fish me. Don't ask to come to the gym with me if you know full well you finna run to the elliptical, the Stairmaster, and the treadmill or the bike. I'm talking about me and the or me and the be talking good, getting to know each other, having a good old jolly time. Whole time this talking about they go to the gym 7 days a week. You like, God, you a muscle. Like, God, like you pushing weight like that 7 days a week. Only go 4 days a week and you going 7? Oh, I ain't know you was on that type of time just to find out them only do cardio. Ho, you ain't no muscle head, ho. You ain't no real muscle headed ho. You just sit here fiddling and around with the guy cardio machine. Anybody can do that. A little 4-year-old can do cardio all day long. That's nothing. And then doing the lowest speed on that, you on the Stairmaster bragging about being on that just for an hour. You only on speed 1 the whole time? Duh. But yeah, have y'all ever been gym fished? Drop y'all thoughts down below if you ever been gym fished. By musclehead hoes. The fuck?
And a lot of these modern women, that same dude they're calling Dusty, 5-6 years ago, however long ago, got his stuff together. Really, honestly and truly, that man he was building is what he was doing. He was trying to tell you that. A lot of times men will try to tell you their vision. And a lot of times modern women can't catch the vision. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to, date no broke guy, but I think when modern women are labeling men, they label him Dusty, and they're actually a man that's a work in progress. Like a lot of these modern women are. You're a work in progress. And now, 5-6 years later, when that man is cooking, when he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing, when he's at the top of his game, and a lot of these ladies are flocking to him, you realize, shoot, I had first dibs on that. And you spend the next 10-15 years trying to find a man.
I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. There's a really big Iraqi population in Detroit. Thank you. You're not going to like this next part. Really big Iraqi population in Detroit because, well, it's the closest thing to a war-torn country. People often assume that because I'm Iraqi that I am Muslim, but I was actually raised Catholic, which sucks the most for my dad because he gets all the guilt and none of the 72 virgins. But despite being Arab, most of my exes are white. I'm very A-type, so I always end up with the white guys because they're the easiest to control. I went black and then I ran back. Tensions are high, tensions are high. Can't have half black, half Arab babies. That's just like a hate crime waiting to happen. Now when I have kids, I gotta whiten them up, give them names like Hunter and Skylar. Not getting into any country clubs with a kid named Abdullah, now am I?
Okay, this is probably going to piss a lot of people off, but this is your reminder that if you are in your 20s, this is not the time to find your person. If you attract them, amazing. But this is the time to build yourself, because even if you are a woman at 26, 29, you are still being built. Your values are barely forming. You're getting to know what you value, what your standards are, and making those kind of like lifelong decisions from a place of feeling fear or loneliness is how so many people end up feeling stuck. This decade is not about being chosen. It's about actually choosing yourself, learning how to be on your own 2 feet, learning how to make your own money, learning what you actually want your life to look like when nobody else is steering the wheel for you. okay? You do not need to rush love. You don't need to rush love, okay? When you really haven't even given yourself the opportunity, the time to actually grow into who you actually are meant to be. This season is for building your confidence that doesn't have to freaking disappear when somebody leaves, okay? And just building that stability so that you don't have to rely on any man ever, on anybody else. And more importantly than all of that is just actually having a true sense of identity that feels solid to you no matter where you are or who you are with. And you know what, girls? When you stop panicking about these like timelines and you actually start investing into yourself, your work, your independence, your appearance, your experiences, everything starts to shift. Everything shifts. And when love does actually come, it meets you as a whole woman, not someone who's still looking to be completed. And that is how you do it. That is how you do it.
And I'm going to run this by y'all because it's not talked about enough. Thinking your name ring bells, thinking your name holds any type of weight, and the only time your name is brought up is when it's pertaining drama or beef by the man, does not mean your name hold any type of weight. And I just feel like after a certain age, at a big age, your name always being attached to drama or beef by the man, and prove, it just proves what type of loser as female you really are. And y'all think because y'all are like that or with the at a certain age that your name is, ask about me. Girl, after a certain age, if you're not gonna do right for yourself, do it for the churn. If you ain't gonna do it for the churn, do it for somebody else. If think of somebody that you really want to work hard for and do hard for, do it for them. And because I just feel like, honestly, a person who can't get right for their kids is a person who can't get right for nobody. And y'all name don't be ringing no bells. It just be full of drama. Like, if it's something positive, business mindset, mature, healing, bitch couldn't go to you for none of that. But let it be a man, let it be some drama, let it be some BS, let it be a conversation about a whole bunch of nothing. That is when y'all name coming up. And if you think your name coming up in conversations like that, you're winning, you are a complete loser.
And I say this all the time. That person that they telling you, don't talk to them, they crazy, they a weirdo, they don't know what they talking about. That person, go talk to them. Yeah, that crazy person, the black sheep, go talk to them. Because if you go talk to them, you will see and realize for yourself, this person ain't crazy at all. This person just not easy to manipulate. This person knows that you are a liar. This person has probably called you on your shit. This person sees right through you and knows that your character is actually pretty trash. Yeah, they not willing to drink that Jim Jones Kool-Aid, so you decide to single them out and do what y'all always do. They crazy, they crazy. Yeah, you singled them out because they wasn't on what you was on and told everybody that they was crazy. And the sad part about life is these people know that that's going to happen. Like, they're literally depending on it. They know that y'all are friends. They know that y'all are family. So they know they can literally tell y'all anything and y'all just going to believe it. Y'all going to run with it. Y'all not gonna talk to that crazy person, that black sheep, and actually figure out if what this person is telling you is true or not. No, you're not gonna do it. And they know that you're not gonna do it. Now here you go too. Oh yeah, I heard don't talk to them. They crazy. They See? Like, people will literally go so far as to tell you a person has a mental health issue. They schizo, they bipolar, and don't nothing be wrong with them people. Whole time, the person that you getting your info from, that's the real weirdo schizo bipolar that needs some medication.
I can quit my job to pursue my creative passions and hobbies, but he needs to stay in corporate and he needs to provide stability and structure for us because one of us needs to have insurance. If I want to watch my show on the TV, we're watching my show and he's putting sports on his phone. I am never watching my show on my phone or my laptop. Like, I need the TV. You can use your phone. If I want to go shopping and spend money, I can do that because being with a woman who carries herself well is literally social currency for men. Like, you can argue with the wall, but if he wants to spend his money on clothes and outfits, like, that's weird. Like, we literally just got in a fight, not a real fight, but he got some packages the other day, like some clothing packages for his bachelor party, and I literally was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you buying clothes? You don't need clothes. Like, I need clothes.
I was really hoping that this was rage bait, but apparently it's not. So the first thing I have to say about this is that she mentioned a bachelor party, which means that there's still time. You can still get out. Second thing that I have to say is that in the case that this man is fully aware of what he's getting himself into, like he knows that this is her attitude, you gotta realize that even though she's asking for some traditional things, she is not acting traditionally. She's not doing the caring and nurturing things for you, because one of those things would be allowing you to watch the TV and watch what you want to watch. That is a huge indication that she is using some of these traditional things as a cover for her selfishness. And trust me when I tell you, you do not want to have children with somebody that is already struggling to be a little bit selfless when it comes to her relationship. So it takes me back to the first thing I said. Get out while you still can.
Women get to focus on small, what we would consider meaningless detail, okay? But to them, this stuff really matters. To men, we don't care because men know that a lot of times the things that women care about, whether it's thoughts, feelings, emotions, decorations, how this looks, how that looks, friends, gossip, drama, they're living inside of their own life. You'll see what I mean by this in a second. To the women, this stuff matters, okay? Because women are usually a bit more social, and to women, they develop relationships at a different level. To men, we don't necessarily care, okay? But women will constantly take notice and interest, and they'll see things in a different way that we do. So women will oftentimes see how things look. Whether it's the room, okay, the vibe, the energy. Women are looking at the vibes and the energy of the room. I'll give you an example. Women will oftentimes have special plates for Christmas time compared to the everyday plates, okay? They will ask a lot of questions, and when you hear these questions, you're gonna notice too, especially if you hang out with go hang out with a woman you know on an extended basis, your mom or your sister, you will notice they ask questions and you hear them and you're like, these really don't have any bearing on life, or these really don't have any, these questions, no matter how I answer them, have no meaning.
This is why you need to learn, understand, and master the language of women so she never desires to pull away ever again. If you check out what I made for you, it's in my bio, it's in my description. I have a full end-to-end process. You can see this process, you can take this process, you can literally copy-paste this process into your dating life and just go. This took me months to build. This is literally my life's work. Go and check that out. That is why I made this for you. You have to actually start the process of learning, understanding, and mastering the language of women. And that right there is exactly why I made this.
Y'all, now a nigga mad at me because days before the date, I let him know, if I don't hear from you the day of the date, I assume the date is canceled, right? You with me? Okay, cool. The day of comes, it's 2 hours before the date. So I reach out and I say, hey, okay, the date's canceled. Oh, well, let's reschedule. I'm not interested in rescheduling. I don't like your energy. I don't give a what you like, nigga. I don't like your poor communication skills. The be wrong with y'all? And it's like, I did not have to let you know that that's one of my rules. I was being nice. And two, I didn't have to let your ass know that the date was canceled. Bitch, I could have let you show up like a lot of these do. Rightfully so, the fuck? But I decided to be an adult and communicate. I'm not doing a tit-to-tat. I'm gonna let you know what it is and what it's not. I don't care. But now I'm the bad guy. I will be the bad guy because will give y'all the rules to the playbook and you'll still fumble the ball. What are you, Cam Newton, nigga? Fuck.
Now this is what I like to call common sense standards. Like this video, go to this young lady page, watch some of her other videos for a bunch of original content. She makes a bunch of good stuff. Now to all my young loyal followers, the ones I've been mentoring when it comes to the dating game, this should be everybody's standard. First of all, before you even schedule a date, you need to make sure y'all compatible. This is why you utilize the talking stage, to find out if you have things in common. That way when you schedule a date, the only thing you need to be focusing on is physical attraction. That way you know that person looks the same in 4K, right? Now let's say you schedule the date for Thursday. So you've been talking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, here comes the day of the date. If they've been lacking in communication that entire day, leading up to the point of the date, Big Daddy's gonna assume the date is canceled. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to one of your friends. But leave your comment in the comment section. But y'all grown, they're gonna do what y'all wanna do.
Biggest issue is that men will
anything. Girls who are maybe a little less pretty but sleep with a guy who's a little bit out of her league.
Well, to be more precise, not just anything, but men will sleep with women who are substantially less attractive than themselves. Of course, men know this, but not only do most women not know this, at a fundamental level, even when they're told how it is, women can't really grasp it. Sex for a woman is a biological function meant for making babies because they carry the baby, and they can't just turn off the biological switch when they're engaging in casual sex. So when a woman has sex with a man, unless it's for money, she's giving that man her biological approval. Her biological approval is her agreement that, yes, I will have your baby. That's a pretty high level of approval. That's why women don't have sex with men they see as less attractive than themselves. And it's also one of the reasons promiscuity destroys a woman emotionally. Even on a one-night stand, a woman's brain is essentially telling her this is the father of your child, which is why women always backfill romantic fantasies on to hookup. See, for men, a hookup with a woman is just, honestly, just available body parts. For women, though, because of this biological aspect we're talking about, she instinctively creates a romantic scenario in her mind where the has to mean something. It's why casual sex doesn't damage men, but always damages women. Because no matter what she tells herself, it meant something to her, and then she never sees the guy again.
10 face, 10 body, 10.
Okay. What about you?
6 face, 8 body, so 7.
All right. What about you?
10 face, 10 body, total 10.
Confidence. Ooh. Yes, girl.
What about you?
I'm humble. I'll say 3 face, 3 body.
Okay, that's just being ridiculous. Like, you're attractive.
No,
you're like,
you're gorgeous.
All right. What about you?
If we're saying 10.
6 face,
Closer
4
to the
body.
mic, please.
6 face, 4 body.
Total?
5.
Okay. What about you?
I would say my face is like a 5-6. My body, like a 7. I would say I'm a total 7.
Okay. Rachel?
Last time I gave myself 5s, but I've gotten in much better shape since then. So I'm going to say 6 face, 6 body, total 6. If you're counting that I'm really old, maybe you could bump me up a half a point for being old.
All right.
For 45,
sure.
I'm doing all right.
I give myself 4.5, 4.5, 4.5 on all metrics. Well, we're not going to dive deep into everybody's answers, but there's a few that have caught my attention. So we have a 10, a 10, and a 10. You guys, well, hold on, a couple clarifying questions here. Where do I begin? If you had to assign a percentage, what percentage of women would you say are less attractive than you?
I think all women are 10s.
Modern women don't understand that their window is closing or it's closed. It has closed. Too many modern women. You got your pick of the litter, right? You got 2 or 3 guys calling themselves liking you, and you let them run around town buying you flowers and you know, taking you out to dinner and taking you on car rides and helicopter rides and all that other stuff, buying you flowers and all that other well, I won't even say nonsense. I'll say they showing their interest in you, and you waste their time, and you continue doing that for 2 or 3 years, stringing them along. Oh, I'm really serious about us. And we right around Christmas, right around cuffing season. And then you let them go. And then you figure out, oh shoot, actually them boys gonna find somebody else and get married. And you don't even know about it until they pop up at a wedding, till they pop up at a baby shower, till they pop up at a bachelor party. And then Mike decided to get married. That's why he ain't been calling. Man, I ain't heard from Mike in a month or two. No, it's actually been like a year you ain't heard from Mike. But it seems like a month because you don't pay attention. And now Mike and Randy and Jake, all of them married with kids. And you still out there trying to play the field. But instead, Chad and Tyrone playing you.